should be like you, Mel.
Ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, Cherries fans around the world. Welcome to another edition of Cherry AM and the Up the Cherries in All Departments AFCB podcast channel. Good morning, Malcolm. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning, Ollie. Yeah, a bit sleepy this morning. Need extra coffee, but no, all good, ready to go. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, and the chat is already popping this morning as always, so we'll do our hellos as usual.
Yeah, good morning,
Matt,
everybody in the chat.
Yeah, Matt is the first one in there. Morning, Ollie and Malcolm. Let's talk all things cherries. Thanks, Matt. Good morning. Good morning, Paul. Hello, everyone.
Morning, Paul.
Good morning to the wonderful chat community. Hope you're all well. Thanks, Matt. Paul from Oz.
Morning,
Matt.
Paul. Evening,
Ollie
Paul.
Evening, Paul. Yeah. 5 p.m. in Australia. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Malcolm. Morning, everyone. Thanks, Malc. And Liam Humby. Hello, everyone. Up the Cherries in all departments. Absolutely.
Morning,
Liam. Getting dark over in Oz. It's strange, isn't it? I always think it's a bit strange when we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to Paul from Oz, because it's an entirely different time of the day, isn't it? It's 12 hours ahead. He's obviously heading into his evening and heading into a nighttime plan of action, whereas we've just woken up, just getting everyone ready for the day, and we've got another 10 hours ahead of us. It's strange.
It's not summer down there.
No, is it not? Oh, okay, so it's even different season. Matt, hey Liam, hope you're well, buddy. That's it. Hi Liam, good, thanks, Matt. Yeah, all good from the chat. Morning, Ollie and Malcolm from Dan Short.
Morning, Dan.
Can we do a show on non-league? Interesting.
Interesting.
What kind of non-league information or footage or discussion would you like, Dan? Throw some opinions in the comments, and we'll see. It's definitely possible.
Any ideas?
Absolutely. Yeah. Chris Hubble. Morning, Ollie and Mal. Morning, Chris.
Morning, Chris.
Sion, you guys morning or evening people? That's a great question, Sion. I'd probably say I'm actually an evening person. However, these morning shows have definitely changed my routine in the past 4 or 5 weeks since I've been doing them. What about you, Mal? Are you normally a morning or evening person?
I'm a midday person, really. I'm not brilliant first things in the morning, but as the day goes on, I sort of tend to wake up more and more. So anything from 11 o'clock onwards, that's like midday 10 o'clock your time. So yeah, all good.
So what you're saying is you get a prime 5 hours in the middle of the day, and then the start is not that great, end is not that great, but in the middle
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, good. Good. Paul from Oz, 2 degrees this morning. Crikey.
Ooh,
That's chilly. Yeah, that's
lack of
cold.
lack of therms there, mate.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Good morning, Liam. I imagine that is for Matt. We'll invite you on to cherry picking again soon, mate.
Good.
Awesome. Yeah, keep an eye out for Matt's shows. He's got some fantastic crackers coming up over the next few weeks. And the quiz. Every morning, I'm going to reinstate the quiz. We've got a Bournemouth Cherries quiz going on. It's going to be in the next couple of weeks on a Thursday. Matt is organising and setting up. We still need some teams. Please do get involved. You're more than welcome to message some interest on the chat or email some interest or post it onto the Facebook chats. However you want to show your interest into the quiz, please do, because the more teams we have, the better it will be. And prizes will be announced on Friday's show. I'll let Matt do that fun bit. Dan Short, just talking about non-league clubs in the local area. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I've volunteered at non-league clubs in the past and currently volunteer at one. So yeah, you're talking about Wimborne FCs, Ringwood Towns, maybe even Dorchester's, some of the teams in New Forest, maybe. Yeah, Dan, I'd be up for the covering some of those. That's not a problem. Go on, Mark. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was actually. I was just going to throw a question at Dan, but we'll come on to that. Are you at Ringwood when the ladies do their pre-season? Just give us an answer.
Nice. Yeah, good question. Chris, morning, Matt. Morning, Chris. How are you? Cool. Sounds good. And Paul, Bournemouth Poppies. I used to play at Bournemouth Poppies for a number of years, probably about 4 years. Yeah, he said he's at Ringwood. And yeah, just let us know if you're going to be attending the pre-season games or how that looks for you, Dan, over at Ringwood Town. Sion, first match watched was a friendly between Poole versus Bournemouth at the Speedway Stadium. Crikey, yeah.
Good grief.
I bet that was good. Cool, fantastic. So look, guys, wanted to get into a bit of a breakdown about our AFCB women's team. I know. Actually, Matt, before we go on to that, there is something else that we wanted to bring up, isn't there?
There certainly is, actually. Okay.
Please let us know.
Okay, I'm going to take it away. Had a nice little bit of information this morning. Glad I had my specs on. So the news came out. AFC Bournemouth to host an exhibition for Vitality Stadium plans. Okay, so the news is there is to be an exhibition on Monday, 21st of July, 3:30 p.m. till 8 p.m. Now, members of the public, fans, etc., they can visit the exhibition between those times to have a look at the plans. They'll be able to speak to key members of the staff from club and its advisors, who will be on hand to talk to visitors through the plans and answer questions. A statement from the club said, the plans will explain the club's ambition to significantly expand spectator capacity, improve the matchday experience, and provide the supporting infrastructure required for modern football stadia. Feedback from local residents and the public will help shape proposals and inform how the club can continue to support the communities that are an important part of AFC Bournemouth's success story. And just for your information, you do need to inform them if you wish to attend. And let's put this up here in the chat. There is an email address in the chat. So if you wish to go along and have a look at the plans, please contact Ops. And I'm sure they'll give you the details via email.
Yeah, amazing. What was that email address? Sorry, Malcolm.
So it's ops@afcb.co.uk.
afcb.co.uk. Awesome. Amazing. That sounds fantastic.
It caught me on the hop first thing this morning. Tea wasn't brewed, so it's one of those things. But no, I think it's great. The it just shows you the way, this project that Bill Foley has. I mean, he's stuck to his guns, and he hasn't given us a load of BS, as they say. And we all knew once the training complex was finished that the next stage is the stadium. So I'll be intrigued. I mean, you can have a look around it. Another site actually put some stuff up there, AI generated pictures and God knows what. Take it with a pinch of salt, because I'm sure that's nothing like what the plans are going to be, my opinion.
Yeah.
But if anybody does go and are able to get any screenshots, pictures, whatever, I'd be intrigued to have a look. They might even put them up online anyway, through the club website.
Sure. Yeah, and I think Matt's mentioned in the comments there that he's going to show his intention to go as well. In which case, if we get Matt, one of our main hosts and show owners going, then we should hopefully be able to get a couple of photos ourselves as well.
Yeah,
it'd be fantastic. Yeah. Really good.
So that was really, surprisingly good news this morning. Yeah. Oh, well done, Matt.
Yeah. So it seems like he's already on the ball and getting sorted to go, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
You're not around that early, are you, Malcolm? You're in the area about a week later. Is that right?
A week later, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, if I was there, I'd go. I wouldn't think twice.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. And again, awesome spot, Malcolm, because it's something I didn't see this morning. And what a fantastic opportunity for fans to really go and be a part of the club, understand the vision, and as Matt said, no more speculation. We'll know exactly what the plans are moving forward, and we'll be as informed as the club staff, which is all we want to do, isn't it? We want to just be along the side of the journey and trying to keep as involved as possible. And as you said, it just keeps it transparent for the fans, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, another point really is that these things do take time. You can't, people expect, suddenly another 9,000 seats will appear. It just doesn't work that way. You have to be realistic and go through the processes. The first obstacle obviously being council, I suppose, that you have to get agreement and whatever. Yeah, super.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong. So the increase in seats as well. So I think we're aiming to go from 11,500 up to 14 or up to 17.
I think it's they want to do it in stages, don't they?
Yeah.
All right. So those are sort of questions you have to direct when you get there. So I'm sure Matt will ask as well, like many other fans would really.
Sure.
So it will be done in stages. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Amazing update. Sion, just hope we get a big enough stadium so I can get a season ticket again. I imagine that's the plan for most people, Sion, without a doubt. So when it does increase, just make sure that you've got your money there ready, because I imagine those season tickets will go pretty quickly.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if they're sorry to interrupt.
No, go on. Yeah.
I mean, you got your 11.2 or whatever it is at the moment.
Yeah.
And they're talking about another 15. So roughly up to 24, 25. Because of the number of people that are actually on lists, or people wishing to buy a ticket or whatever, that is not really including away fans. So it's going to be tough. I don't know what system they'll have in place, but that'll happen in the future. Depending how many new seats will be available. What the criteria is, I have a clue. But nevertheless, really, really interesting stuff.
Yeah, very exciting. And just over to the comments, Chris, would the new kits be out by then, Matt? Matt's response, not sure, Chris. Should be very, very soon. He's keeping his eyes out. And Matt also confirmed that the first phase is 14,000. So accurate. Melrose, Chris, very excited to see them. Got to add to my shirt collection. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Increase on that number of 103, Matt, which we had a very close correct answer to 102 last week. And Chris, that's nice of you. So what I want to do, yeah, that's awesome. Great spot this morning, Malcolm. Fantastic shout out on the show for everyone to get involved in early. You know, when's the 21st? I think it's only less than 2 weeks away, isn't it? So
yeah, I'll actually put that up on. I'll throw it up on the Facebook as well. So
yeah, perfect. Matt says 104 added to it at the weekend. Cush did. Matt, just while we're on that, I just want to show you the additions that I got this weekend. This is the 125-year anniversary ball, which is pretty cool. To be fair, I've still got to pump it up, but the stitching in it is awesome, real old school. And then,
you ever played with one of those?
no, I haven't ever kicked one. No,
It was awful.
I bet it was. And then Matt also got one of these. This is a 1995 away kit, I believe, for 95-96 yellow coaches. So yeah, I'm on the shirt collecting now as well, Matt. But yeah, no, I think it would take me forever to get up to 104. Crikey. Nice retro anniversary ball, well made. Yeah, very good indeed. The football's awesome. Any word if Hibs Friendly is going to be online? Good question. Let's find out for you, Sion. I think it should be. You should be able to watch it. Yeah. So you can actually watch it through the AFC Bournemouth channel and Hibs on TV channel. So you can watch it through both of them.
Brilliant.
Malcolm, sorry, Matthew. Love the shirt. He's got an original. Nice. Yeah, I'll be honest. It was one of the shirts I've been keeping an eye on for a little while now. So when I put my first purchase, my first big purchase in not being in Bournemouth anymore. Yeah, I think I spent quite a bit. but I think that shirt was definitely going to be on my purchase list for sure. I played with one, Malcolm, when wet. They were like concrete.
That is it. And if you got hit by the ball, especially on a bare leg, with the laces, God, did that hurt. It was crazy.
Yeah, I bet. Amazing. A blast from the past, right? Literally.
Yeah, you don't forget it. Mate.
No. Right. So again, don't want this to be an incredibly long show on a Tuesday morning. So I want to do a big overview of our women's team today. Now, we have brought this up a couple of times before. And the women's team have been doing fantastically, managed by Steve Cuss, which again, not an unknown name on this show, having smashed their previous 2 seasons and breaking history, just like the men's team. It seems like they absolutely deserve not only our acknowledgement as a Cherries channel, but also acknowledgement, coverage, content, anything that we can do to enhance their following, enhance their coverage, enhance the interest of people going to follow the AFC women's team. We're going to try and do that. So I just thought it'd be a good idea to give a brief overview of the team as they stand now, some of the key players and some of the matches to look out for moving forward. So, Malcolm, I don't know where you want to start with this, but I know that you've got some information on pre-season.
Yeah, okay. The pre-season games, got 5 of them written up here. So Bridgewater is the 20th of July, but that's behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Rugby at the Community Hub Ringwood on the 3G pitch on 27th of July is a 2 p.m. kickoff. 30th of July, 7 p.m. kickoff on the main pitch at Ringwood against Portsmouth. Be there or be square. I'm going to be there. So,
yeah, when that's the 30th of July.
30th of July, yep.
30th of July.
Okay. Britain Ferry, Once again, Ringwood. 3G pitch, 3rd of August, 2 p.m. And then finally, away to West Brom, 10th of August, behind closed doors. There's no fixtures available as yet, but due to be released next week, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes,
Or
it was the.
17th of July. Or
I think
something
it was a
like
week today. A week today,
that.
15th.
15th,
of
yeah,
July.
sorry, yeah, that's it. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, 15th of July.
Yeah.
The season will run 17th of August and end on Sunday, 26th of April.
Perfect. That Portsmouth game on the 30th of July, is that a Sunday?
I don't think it is. I hope my calendar is the right year.
It's a Wednesday by the
It's a
looks of things.
Wednesday. I come over on the 29th, which is a Tuesday. So there we are. It's a Wednesday evening. Yeah, 7 p.m.
Perfect. So under the spotlights at Ringwood Town, on hopefully a warm, not rainy Wednesday night on 30th of July.
I'll be prepared.
That should be a good game as well. That should be a really good game. Now, we've actually just taken Portsmouth's star player, I believe. Yes, we have. Yeah. So new signings this season is Kelsey Bowers, a defender,
Oh.
loanee from Portsmouth.
Wow.
So that'd be interesting. Now, this is the interesting thing: is I don't think before there was ever this buzz or this vibe, but Kelsey Bowers put up her video on X that she was going from Portsmouth to Bournemouth as a loanee. It got 22 million views in 48 hours.
Bloody hell.
22 million. And that is a loanee from Portsmouth to Bournemouth in women's football. I think that's incredible. That is an incredible amount of viewing numbers. 22 million in 42 hours. So Kelsey Bowers is already creating a storm while coming over to the squad. Now I want to point out some other interesting signings here, Malcolm, because
Carry on, mate. Carry on.
It makes it sound like the Bournemouth men's team. And just you'll see what I mean. So Kenny Thompson, winger, Bermuda international, female, right? Signed for Ibar, brings top tier academy experience. So again, I don't know much about the women's team yet. We will as we keep doing videos like this, but that to me sounds like an AFC Bournemouth recruitment move. Does it not?
Yeah.
That seems like an out of the box. We've gone to find this female winger playing in Bermuda International. Plays for. Do you see what I mean? It's just that is a real specific find. So an exciting name to keep on top of. Her name's Kenny Thompson. Another one, Erin Bloomfield, forward, a prolific striker, 42 appearances, 31 goals. Previously starred at Yeovil, Troy University, and Southampton. Starting to notice that a lot of the females are being picked out and spotted at the university teams. I don't know if there's obviously a bigger industry within the university football for them to go into academies or be spotted by scouts and things like that. So that's also amazing. But the biggest talent to watch, and again, Malcolm, do me a favour, when you go and watch this Pompey game on the 30th of July, keep an eye out for this girl. Her name's Isabel Goodwin. Okay. Now, she is former Aston Villa youth. She's played in the Championship. She's had 16 goals, and she's recently been recognised as Player of the Season.
Okay.
And she's come over to Bournemouth, Isabel Goodwin. But yeah, just some really, really exciting names there for Cherries fans. If you're going to watch the women's games at Ringwood Town, then please do keep an eye out for some of those names because, crikey, yeah, it seems like we're going to have a fantastic team moving into next season. Sion, for people that aren't aware of when women games are, they are usually on a Sunday. Thanks, Sion. Yeah, appreciate that. I believe that one on the 30th of July is a Wednesday night, but yeah, as you said, we'll make sure that we've got the full fixture and result list moving forward.
Yeah, we'll see next week when the fixtures come out, and you can plot away. Yeah,
absolutely.
Look, we've kept or signed 13 from last season. Yeah. So they're staying on, which is really, really good. The core of the squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And,
And Steve Cuss obviously remaining in charge. There was talks that maybe he would have been pulled from pillar to post because of his success, but no, he's doing really well. Just to touch on a couple of other things before we do the comments, Malc.
okay.
The growth trajectory. So there's talking points here on similarities between the men's and women's team because of the trajectory of the growth of the club. The swift rise with unbeaten league run, a cup win, obviously signalling huge, strong momentum. As mentioned, so star power and marketing. Kelsey Bowers, this viral signing. The video shows savvy club branding in women's football. Again, it's not really so. I think this is why it's got so many views in 48 hours, 22 million, and it's because the personal branding, not just the team to team, Portsmouth to Bournemouth, that might have their own following, but Kelsey Bowers has built up our own personal branding, which is where those views have come from. So she's almost bringing fans along with her. Like it's crazy how it's going to work, but it is exciting. Bringing in internationals like Thompson, Bloomfield, McGuinness, Goodwin, hints at readiness to push for another promotion, so back-to-back promotions, moving into the next league next season. And tying it in with Bournemouth University partnerships, AFC Bournemouth support and funding towards it, and the investment in training facilities, so the Dome, which is where the females can now train and play as well, and just underpinning the sustainable progress that is consistently backed up by the AFCB vision. And it feels like the female team is just completely embodying everything that we've done. And it's going in the perfect way, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's exciting times ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Matthew, coming this weekend, Reeling in the Years, AFC Bournemouth 1981-1982 promotion season special with Matt and Paul Vermolls. Stay tuned.
Cool.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's that's going to be a good one. Very much looking forward to that. Matt, she is Marcos Senesi's girlfriend. I thought she signed last season, played for us last year. Who are we talking about there, Matt? Let us know. Cherry picking summer special with Matt and Johnny Blair, Cherry O'Brien's, and a Republic of Ireland all Cherries team. Fantastic, guys! If you haven't seen Matt and Johnny Blair's specials, please do go back and watch them. The Tartan Army was fantastic. AFCB Scottish players over the years. Please do go back if you haven't already seen them and watch cherry picking specials. Matt and Johnny Blair's Tartan Army. I know that they've done a couple of others, haven't they? I think they've done Wales, Scotland, now Ireland, and I think they're going to continue doing them for teams around the world. But crikey, go and watch the Tartan Army one. It's brilliant, really, really good. Joe Davison, really enjoying these morning chats, lads. Any updates on the new kit? What are you hoping for? Great shout. Malcolm, what are you hoping for in a new kit?
Congratulations, Joe, on winning the plaque, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, congratulations, Joe. I'm not sure if you were here on yesterday's show, but this shall be coming out to you this week, my friend. So well done. What's your opinion on kits, Malcolm?
I don't have one when I can't see one. So I think just wait and see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really have opinions when it comes to kits. When they come out and say, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I mean, there was a couple in previous seasons I thought, well, I wouldn't mind having that, but obviously missed out one way and another. But I mean, I've got enough for what I need. But obviously, it's business, isn't it? And if it looks decent, half decent, or really cool, you're going to sell them. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised Matt's got so many.
Agreed. I think anyone any company that's looking to represent Bournemouth Women's, Bournemouth Youth at the moment is only going to be into an exciting time moving forward, right? So I think they're going to do their best to create a good kit, to create a kit that's going to really affect the masses, or that people are going to try and buy around the world. So I'm of the same mindset, Malcolm. I'm keen to see it, but you can only get excited about it once you see it, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the Portugal game last night, the Euros with the ladies.
I did not know.
When they did their pre-match warm-up, so when they grounded, the tops that the Portuguese players had on the back, everyone had a Diogo Jota name on.
Yeah, okay.
But it was an absolutely brilliant training top. I absolutely loved it. Oh, it was just a massive colour. It was just, and it suited them, you know. It was really cool. But something else.
Yeah. I'll have to go and have a look at it, because the kits thing is interesting me at the moment, and I'm intrigued to know. I'm mainly intrigued to know how the sponsorship works. Like how do we as a club go out and find not only sponsorship, but then tie in sponsorship with shirt creating? Because obviously, if we've gone through this contract change, this partnership explosion that hasn't happened with BJJ, how do we then go, right, we need a new shirt and a new sponsor? I'm really intrigued to know what the outreach or the approach is to that, and whether there's like a bidding war, like, here's 3 companies, here's 3 different shirts. Do we have a hierarchy or a management team that sit there and go, actually, no, our fans won't like that one. Our fans won't like. It'd just be interesting to know the process behind that. But it's no idea how we'd ever find that out. So
get Matt and Craig on board.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sion, I get to do a bit about the other teams in the new league. For example, seeing 2 Bournemouth teams, a Southampton Uni team last season, confused me till I researched. Absolutely, we are. Yeah. So as Malcolm mentioned earlier, the fixture list comes out a week today for the women's team. So that'll be on the 15th of July. And after that 15th of July, what you'll notice this week is we're going to be doing a Premier League competitors for the men's team. So our biggest challenge is me and Malcolm will be running over that on Thursday. Now, a week on from that, so next Thursday, we'll be doing a similar thing for the female team. So do keep an eye out for that as well. Matt is correct. Yes, Matt, you are absolutely right. Information that breezed past me when doing some research on the female team this morning is that Kelsey Bowers, is Marcos Senesi's girlfriend. So there's a reason that they're both at the club and that they've both been linked to each other. Great shout out, Matt. It's something that I missed completely, and a bit of juicy gossip for sure, because I don't know if you search Marcus Senesi and Kelsey Bowers online, it talks about the Bournemouth power couple, because obviously they're both playing in the teams. So it's an interesting one. Joe, missed yesterday's. It was a busy morning. Great news. How many hits does he have? Can I take that as shirts? How many shirts does he have? I'm not sure. I'm going to take it as shirts, Joe, because you guessed 102, and the correct number was 103. So Matt did have 103 shirts. He actually now has 104 because he bought one at the weekend. But last week you were the closest with 102. Paul from Oz. See, the experts on YouTube are already predicting Bournemouth to come 12th this season.
Too many experts.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good answer. It's a very good answer. I don't think, firstly, that anyone, expert or no expert, can determine the state of a league before we understand full squads.
That's right.
Absolutely. I think it's absolutely almost insanely implausible to put out any kind of prediction when, we could have the Tottenham squad and Tottenham could have the Bournemouth squad in the next month, should they decide to swap. Like, there could be such catastrophic things that happen in the next 4 weeks, the next 8 weeks of transfers, that it's entirely nonsensical and implausible to even discuss how the season could look when we have no idea. We have no idea what players are coming or going yet.
Absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, completely. So yeah, although I can imagine that the speculation has begun, Paul, from Oz. I'd ignore it, mate. I'd ignore all of it until we have any tiny idea of what's actually going to happen, which we don't yet, which is the exciting bit. Matt's 12th. Wait for our tier list show, Paul. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I will be with BJ88. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know if the contract will continue to run for the second year. I don't know if it's already null and void. I'm not sure. I don't know how we stand with that. I imagine the information will come out with that as we go. Yeah. Sion, has Bowers got a new contract then? That's a good sign to keep Senesi. That's a very good point. Yeah. It seems like Bowers has got a new contract. That is correct. And maybe if you did want to look into it that way, you could definitely think of it like that for sure. Yeah. If Bowers has just signed a new contract, then chances are Senesi won't be going. But don't quote me on that because
it's all part of the equation, isn't it? It's not just, playing football. It's the private life as well, And
yeah, absolutely.
That's why it does my head in with, all the speculation that's been going around, especially when they went on about Andoni and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's happy in Bournemouth. I mean, you listen to the players and they'll actually tell you how they feel about actually being in the area.
Mm-hmm.
They're away from like big cities and everything and crowds and, they got their privacy. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And obviously we got families, they'll, with children like Andoni has, and he's got them into a school where they're happy, and obviously the kids will have their friends. You don't want them in there just for maybe up to a year and then say, sorry, but we're moving again. Things like that don't happen. You keep your feet on the ground and pretty cool. But it's a good point. Yeah, it's it's not just the football aspect, it's the private aspect as well. So good if Messi stays as well. Yeah, all for it, mate.
Yeah, it's a brilliant point, Malcolm. You're absolutely right. I think there was a conversation a couple of years ago with Tyrone Mings, who hated Bournemouth. Absolutely hated Bournemouth. When he had some time with us, I think it was the same season Jordan Ibe was here. And I remember, funnily enough, I was a removal man back then, and I did the removal for Jordan Ibe and moved him from Liverpool down to Sandbanks and moved him into a property with Tyrone Mings. So I managed to get a little photo with both of them outside this house in Sandbanks. And I remember, and I remember at the time Tyrone was saying how much he hated being in Bournemouth. He just didn't enjoy it down there. Didn't like the heat of the weather. Didn't like the sand on the beach. He just didn't like any of it, right? And fair play. And he only lasted a season or two. Wasn't very happy here in the end. Went to Aston Villa and
boom.
Did really, really well. Really well. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But you are spot on. It comes down to a lot of the private situations and home life and what are you doing in your spare time when you're not kicking a football? And I think that's super important. Matt, Joe was the winner. Fantastic, Joe. Awesome news. We'll make sure that one of the team reaches out this week to get your address, and I'll make sure that's posted immediately for you. Paul from Oz, totally agree with you, Ollie. That's my point. Yeah, that comes back to the YouTubers predicting Bournemouth will be 12th. But yeah, completely agree with Paul. It'd be nonsense. Senesi in talks over a new contract. Amazing. Yeah, that's good news. Sion, do you guys think Andoni will sign a new contract still? So, Malcolm, I think it was yourself actually that brought this up a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't on the show, but I was listening. And didn't you mention that Andoni has a tendency to not sign until the very last moment, and he tends to only sign year-long contracts?
That's right. He's done it through his career. he doesn't need the hassle of a 3-year contract. It makes no difference to him. He knows what he wants to do, and he's happy enough to go along. And so his contract expires, I think, in May next year. So, sort of maybe around, I don't know, March, April, something will come out. So speculation will always be rife in football, always is. Just ignore it and let the man do his job. Let the man do his job. And I think if Bill, with Bill's 5-year plan that he had when he came in, I'm pretty sure that Andoni is well on board with that. So expect him to complete the 5 years anyway, even if it is only extending year by year.
Yeah, absolutely. And who cares, right? Well, like, why this isn't a relationship between us and Andoni, is it? This isn't like we're girlfriend material. He can do whatever he bloody well likes, right? I don't need to know if he's staying for 5 years. I don't need to know if he's staying for 3 years. I don't need to know what his plans are for the next 2 years. But as long as I know that he's stuck with the team for another season and just another
Right.
season, then that is all that matters, and you can just play it season by season. I understand the anxiety around comfort and control of having the squad and having the management team and the coaches for a set period of time, but this is a different world we're living in now. This isn't the Ferguson era. Do you know what I mean? We don't have managers that stick around for 5, 6, 7 years anymore. In most teams, just don't have it. I think we're lucky that we've been blessed with someone like Andoni, and I think we're lucky with the fact that we've been blessed with managers like Eddie and Andoni, who have really taken their time out to love Bournemouth as a team and to want them to be the best. And look, guys, Andoni is I think he's going to be here for a couple of years. He's got a much bigger plan than using us as a stepping stone. Glorious sunshine here this morning. Why would you want to live anywhere else? The area has always been an attraction for players. Well, I'd agree. I'd absolutely agree.
I mean, I'd go along with that, but there's people, Matt, that it's not for them.
That's true. Yeah.
Seriously,
I think maybe a debate for another day. But yeah, I mean, let's think about it, Malcolm. Me and you aren't there anymore.
No,
I've been there 16 years. I've only just recently moved. I'm sure you were probably there for a long time, and so I can understand why people would maybe come and go. But at the same time, you're absolutely right, Matt. These footballers, they want to be in the nicest area, right? Maybe the nicest area for them isn't Stamford Bridge and Fulham Road, and being in central London and stuff like this. Maybe they do prefer it down at the beach or the seaside or the Brightons, Southamptons, Bournemouth.
Very much so.
Yeah. Sion, do you know when the training pitch will be fully finished? I heard they're still putting more pitches in. I don't, unfortunately, mate. However, that might be a question to leave to our one of our co-owners, Matt Harrison, as he will be going down to the stadium by the looks of things on the. Did you say the 21st?
Sorry, yeah. You're talking to me.
21st. Yeah. So he'll be going down on the 21st. So it might be an idea to throw some of these questions Matt's way Friday morning and get him to compile a list of stuff to find out when he goes to the ground for this walk around. Paul from Oz. Paul Sands. Is it not better for potential incoming players to know who the manager will be? 100%, yeah. I completely agree. But I think if there isn't any talks about Andoni leaving now, then he's not going anywhere.
We're not starting anything, by the way.
Hey?
We're not starting anything here.
No, absolutely no. And this isn't a debate as to whether he should stay or go either. He should definitely stay. And I wish he'd had a 5-year contract. I think every Cherries fan does. But just stating how Andoni works and trying to release a bit of stress and pressure and release some of the nerves and release some of the anxiety for people, he does tend to work this way, where he will sign it last minute, year on year, and that's that. It's just how he works. You know,
Yep.
and I think it's more important to have a manager that works in a certain way than have players that work in a certain way, because the manager is going to be building the players into it's all a framework that's being built here, you know, and it's being created by Andoni. So, Matt, I heard 19 pitches in total, Sion, once done. Blimey.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, yeah. And Sion Andoni is very unique with the way he does contracts. Can you think of any other managers that do the same? Exactly.
No.
Exactly. And does that not is that not another standout point to Andoni? A very unique point. You know, it just shows why he's different to other managers. So, yeah, I've got full faith. I'm pretty sure I know my co-host Malcolm's got full faith.
Definitely.
So we shall see. Final comment before we close it down. Hi, gents. Just caught last of the show after grabbing a beer here in Singapore. We'll catch up with what I have missed after. Cheers, Darren. Pleasure to see you in for chat. And yeah, go back and catch
Thanks,
up, mate. It's
Dan.
been a
Go and have a rewatch.
yeah, that's it. Exactly.
And
If you
another
haven't
beer.
already, and another beer. Yeah. If you haven't already, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell in the top right hand corner as well, so that you're notified when the videos come on. Not just the Cherry AMs, Cherry Pickings. We've got reaction shows coming up as well when the season starts, as well as the quiz that we've been going on about, and some other bits and bobs too to look forward to. But again, really fantastic to have everyone in on the chat. And everyone viewing for the whole 45 minutes. So I appreciate your time. Malcolm, thank you again for
my pleasure.
acting with me.
Thanks everybody in the chat and have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys, and ciao for now.
Okay, up the cherries.
I should be like you, Melvin.